There's no question that this arm balance and inversion practice will challenge you. But the greatest things you've ever accomplished in your life have often been the things you've worked hardest to achieve. The goal of this practice is not the perfect arm balance or inversion. The goal of this practice is to challenge yourself in a kind, supportive, and fun way, knowing that the moment you stop being challenged is the moment you stop growing. Most importantly, give yourself plenty of permission to take breaks. For this arm balance and inversion practice, we'll begin in an easy kneeling stance. Allow your knees to come together, bring the inner edges of your feet together, and rest your hips back. Place your hands in your lap and invite your eyes to close. There's no question that we're at the peak of our 30-day journey, and this arm balance and inversion practice will challenge you. But as you take your attention inward, I'd like to invite you to ask yourself one question. In a moment when you're being challenged, in a moment when you feel yourself facing doubt, what is one kind and supportive thing that you can say to yourself? Maybe it's something like, I am strong, I am capable, I am good enough. And allow that to be the affirmation that you carry with you through this practice, knowing that there is no goal and no agenda. We're just here to challenge ourselves in a kind and supportive way. And so with your breath steady and your breath deep, take a full inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, open your mouth, let it go. On an inhale, blink your eyes open, reach your hands forward, and come onto all fours. In tabletop position, turn your hands out toward either side of your mat. Right fingertips out to the right, left fingertips out to the left. Then keeping that, start to make big circles with your hips. And if you feel like you need to slide your knees back a little bit, know that you can always do that. As we settle in, we just begin to warm and lubricate the wrists, the joints that will support us most during this practice. As you circulate, see if you might change directions, starting to take the hips the opposite way and keeping the inner hand firmly rooted to the mat, bringing hydration and strength to this important joint that'll support us today. Come back through the center and turn all 10 fingers to face straight ahead. Keep what you have, take an inhale here, and as you exhale, drop your head and round your spine. As you drop your head and round your spine, shift your shoulders forward beyond your wrists and keep the rounding through the back. Separate the shoulder blades away from the center of the spine, and this protraction is key to when we take a handstand. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, shift your sitting bones back towards your heels just for a moment. Grow long through the sides of the waist. We'll flow that twice. Inhale, lift your hips, drop your head, round your upper back, but roll your shoulder heads past your wrists. Exhale, shift your sitting bones back towards your heels. One last time. Inhale, lift your shoulders, drop your head, round your upper back. Exhale, hips back to heels. On an inhale, rise to all fours, and then find a flat back. Keeping what you have, step your feet back, upper push-up, plank position. Forearms gently hugging in, heart drawing ahead, and so strong through the thighs. Take a deep inhale, plank pose. Down dog as you exhale, sitting bones high, press your chest back towards your thighs. And then see if you can sense down into the inner edge of each hand. Your thumb, your first finger, that L shape, making sweet contact with the mat. Then give the tips of your fingers, the pads of your fingers, a little extra juice, like a cat clawing into a couch. Then as you keep the grip of your hand firm, take an inhale, press your heart to your chest back. Exhale, gaze forward, bend your knees, lightly step your feet to meet your hands. Glance out halfway, hands can always come to shins, you find a flat back. Exhale, fold forward, bow in. Inhale, circle your arms to the sky. As you exhale, bring your hands together at your heart and say that nice affirmation inside. From this place, we find some rhythm. Inhale, circle the arms up above, deep breath. Exhale, fold and dive, get empty. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, hands down, step back to plank and lower slow. Cobra or up dog, inhale as you lift your chest. Down dog as you exhale, tuck your toes, press your way back, and we start to add in some of that strength. Plank pose on an inhale. Chaturanga as you exhale. Plank pose, inhale, straighten the arms. Down dog, exhale, press your way back. Inhale, press your chest back. Exhale, gaze forward, bend your knees, float your feet to your hands. Inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, fold and bow your head. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands back at your heart. Inhale, circle your arms above as you rise. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, hands down, step or float your toes, elbows in. Inhale, up dog, shoulders wrap back. Exhale, down dog, shift your way back. On an inhale, upper push-up plank position. One time, chaturanga, elbows in. Plank pose, inhale with a flat back. Down dog, exhale, tail high, chest back. Inhale, press back last time. Gaze forward, bend your knees, step or float. Inhale as you lengthen your back body. Exhale as you fold in. Inhale, sweep your arms above, ground through your feet. Exhale, hands at your heart, kindness inside. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, fold and let it go. Inhale, lengthen your back again. Exhale, hands down as you step or lightly float. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog, shift your way back. Last time, plank pose, inhale. Chaturanga on your out breath. Even plank pose, inhale. Down dog, exhale, chest back. Pause there, take an inhale. Lift your tail to the sky. Gaze forward as you exhale, bend your knees. Allow your feet to meet your hands, top of the mat. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold forward and hang your head again. Bend your knees, drop your hips, inhale to chair pose. And how sweet. See if you might start to lift your toes a little bit, and we've been practicing shifting the weight to the heels. But for this practice, let's reverse it. Shift the weight into your toes, pop your heels high up off the mat. As you balance on your toes, start to sit your sitting bones down towards your heels. Open your knees out wide, plant your hands down to the mat about the distance of your shoulders. Lift your tail to the sky, slide your knees high up on your upper arms, preparing for crow pose. Gaze forward, where the gaze goes, the energy flows. Maybe the toes stay low today, maybe you lift both feet up and off the mat. Heels to the tail, gaze ahead, take one breath. Float your toes back, exhale, chaturanga, elbows in. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, down dog as you shift your way back. Inhale with a strong right leg, float it up and back. As you exhale, step your right foot through between your hands. On your back toes, inhale, rise to crescent pose. Feel evenness through your inner thighs as they hug into the midline. You're stable through the low back. Take an inhale. Reach up, maybe gaze up. Exhale, plant both hands to the mat, shoulder distance, and pause. Step your right foot back about halfway and plant your hands the distance of your shoulders. Look forward between your two hands and lift your left leg parallel to the mat. Start to bend your right knee and take a little hop toward handstand. It might be tiny, right heel might lift just an inch or so. See if you can. Be there for 5, for 4, for 3, those are beautiful, you guys. For 1, exhale, step your feet back to plank pose and lower down slow. Inhale, lift your heart, wrap your chest wide. Exhale, down dog, shift your way back. All that matters is that we try. Inhale, left heel floats even through the pelvis. Exhale, step the left foot through. On back toes, inhale, rise. Find crescent pose and notice if you're thinking to yourself already, this isn't my good side. See if you can just give this an even opportunity and you might just surprise yourself. Full breath in, hands to the mat as you exhale, shoulder distance. Step your left foot back about halfway and then lift your right leg, and you could stay here today. Or gaze between your hands, shift forward and take a little hop off those left toes. Keep the right leg as straight as you can. It reaches for the sky. First round, we're here for 5. You get a chance to maybe stick it for 4. For 3, Last 2, take an inhale, plank pose, exhale, step the toes back, lower slow. Inhale to your back bend, exhale, downward facing dog, shift back, and we get to try it twice. There's that famous reminder that one of the great sages of our time reached enlightenment when he realized nothing could ever be repeated again. So without any expectation, let's try it. Inhale, chest back. Gaze forward, bend the knees, step or float top of the mat. Flat back on an inhale. Forward fold as you exhale. Bend your knees, drop your hips, chair pose, inhale. Pop to your toes, exhale. Sit your hips down low. Spread your knees wide. Plant your hands, crow pose, inhale. Lift your hips to the sky. Gaze forward, exhale. Shoot your toes back, elbows bend. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog, shift back. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right foot floats through. One breath, crescent pose. Inhale as you rise. Exhale, plant your hands down. Step your right foot halfway. Left leg to the sky. You have 3 tries. Left leg might float up. Maybe you fall to the side. All we do is cartwheel out, that's great. Exhale, plank pose, step back, lower slow, elbows in. Inhale, are you smiling yet? Exhale, down dog, shift your way back. Left leg to the sky, full deep breath. Exhale, left foot steps through. Crescent pose, inhale, reach and rise. Exhale, hands down, left foot steps halfway. Right leg floats high. Take a little hop off your left toes. Maybe if you're at home, just an inch or so off the mat, that's totally fine. Like Jason, you just fall to the side. Step back, plank pose, elbows in, lower slow. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, down dog, shift your way back. We get to do it one more time. Inhale, press your heart, your chest back. Gaze forward, bend your knees, step or float top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow your head. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, pop up onto your toes. Shift your sitting bones down low. Spread your knees out wide. Plant your hands, either stay there or take flight. One last time. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, shoot your toes back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Right leg to the sky. Inhale, deep breath. Right foot steps through. Exhale. Inhale, crescent pose, sweep and rise. Exhale, hands down, right foot steps back halfway, left leg to the sky. Gaze between the hands, maybe take a little float, right heel to right sitting bone. It could lift 2 inches off the mat today. Take one last breath in. Exhale, step your toes back, elbows hug in. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, down dog, press it back. Last time, left leg floats up and back. Exhale, left foot steps through. Inhale as you circle the arms above. Exhale, place your hands down. Left foot steps back halfway. Right heel lifts. Take a little hop off those left toes. It could be tiny, doesn't need to be a lot. You find the effort that's right today. Step the toes back, lower slow. Beautiful, you guys. Elbows hug your waist. Inhale, heart lifting up. Exhale, down dog, shifting back. I have awesome news. Look back at your 2 feet and walk your hands all the way back there. Fold over your thighs, because here's the thing. We're not here to blow you out. We're here to have a good time in a healthy way. Lift your feet up and off the mat. Slide your hands underneath your feet. And if you have to bend your knees a lot to close the gap, go for it. Walk your toes up to the fleshy part of your wrists. Glance out halfway on an inhale. Flare your elbows, drop your head as you exhale. Take a few breaths here. And so we stand the feet on the hands to give the wrists a break, to stretch the forearms out a bit, and to also give you a chance to turn back inside. This might be a really beautiful time just to remind yourself of how strong you are and to start to transcend some of those habits of the mind. Slide your shoulders down your back. Give your neck some freedom. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, release your hands. Slowly walk your way back out, downward facing dog. This journey continues. Keep your down dog as it is, but just shorten your stance a little bit. So walk your feet a little bit closer towards your wrists. On an inhale, float your right leg up and back. As you exhale, right knee to your left elbow, tap and touch, and see if you can get that knee a little higher than the elbow, as if it could come to the tricep. Inhale, right leg to the sky, 2 more. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, take the twist. Inhale, right leg up and back. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. We hold this for 5. If the arm balance is in your practice, shift the weight forward, make a shelf with the left elbow, reach the heart ahead, the leg back. On an inhale, left toes down, right leg to the sky, sweep it up and back. Exhale, right foot steps through, back foot pivots flat. Inhale to warrior 1, sweep your arms above and have some good space between your feet. Heel toe the right foot to the right, turn the back left toes ahead, and seal the outer edge of your left foot to the mat. Take an inhale, reach up, maybe gaze up. Exhale, hands behind the back. Catch and interlace your fingers. Inhale, lift your heart, pause there. There was a moment the room went, like thank goodness. Exhale, dive down and fold into what we call humble warrior. And this practice isn't supposed to be easy, we know that. It keeps us humble. The body surprises us for a lifetime. But being challenged is just a sign that we're growing, like we've talked about these whole 30 days. So in a kind way, soften your right toes, hug your right hip in, and give your shoulders a little touch that they deserve. On an inhale, rise to warrior 1, circle your arms up, full breath. Open up warrior 2, exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Point those right toes straight ahead. And now this is this moment. You've honed this pose in this entire journey. As you sit down deep into your right thigh, flip your right palm to the sky, reverse your warrior inhale, give that right waist a sweet touch. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat, step back to plank, and lower slow, or you could skip it. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog, press your way back. Pause in down dog, take an inhale, stretch your chest back, gaze forward, bend your knees, step or float, feet to hands. Inhale, find some space across your back. Exhale, fold forward and in. Inhale, circle your arms to the sky into Tadasana, mountain pose, hands at the heart as you exhale. Take that moment, check in with yourself, and find your steady breath. It's always there to support you. You always have something to come back to. On an inhale, blink your eyes open. Bend your knees, drop your hips, circle your arms to the sky, chair pose. Keep what you have, start to float your right knee towards your chest. And stack your right ankle above your left knee. Flex your right foot, wrap your right thigh open. You could stay right here. This is a great place to be. Otherwise, as you exhale, start to lay your chest down on top of your thighs, reach your arms ahead like you've practiced before. You could stay right here. Or turn your palms to face the earth, plant them down in front of your right shin, shoulder distance, just like you practiced in crow pose. Hook your right foot above your left tricep, gaze forward, make a shelf, right knee rests above the right elbow, and maybe your left heel lifts up and into your left sitting bone. You might stay there, or maybe your left leg starts to reach behind you. You have so many options in your practice. If your left leg extended, rebend your left knee, plant your left foot down to the mat. Keep the right ankle where it is. Inhale, both arms to the sky, back to floating pigeon. Exhale, press to stand. Kick your right leg straight out in front of you. Flex your toes to your face. Take a full breath in. Exhale, right foot meets the left. Rebend the knees, drop the hips. Chair pose as you shift your weight back. Take a full inhale. Hands to your heart as you exhale. Right elbow outside your left knee. You find that same side twist. Keep hugging your right hip in toward the center line of your mat. Your knees are side by side. You could stay right here today or drop your right hand down, send your left arm up high. You could stay right here today, or you could place your hands down to the mat and take a little side crow. You did it facing straight ahead, now you might face to the side. Upper right elbow makes a shelf, both feet might float, always gazing ahead. Take one more deep inhale. Exhale, toes down. Chair pose back through the center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold forward like it ain't no big deal. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, hands down. Step or float. Lower slow, elbows in. Up dog, inhale, draw your heart through. Exhale, down dog, shift your way back. Pause in down dog, and then shorten up your stance again. Walk the toes a little closer, and it helps us as we enter into the arm balance at the end. Inhale, float your left leg up and back. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Take a twist, just check it out. How high can that knee get? This side will be different. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Take a twist. Inhale, left leg reaches up and back. Exhale, left knee outside your right elbow. We hold for 5. Maybe you make a shelf. Maybe your right toes float. Maybe you hold right there. Inhale, left leg up and back, right toes to the mat. Exhale, left foot steps through, back foot pivots flat. First warrior, inhale. Inhale carries you always high to the sky. It's an expansive breath. Strong through the legs, maybe sit down a little deep and give your pelvis some space. Left foot to the left. Take an inhale, reach up, maybe gaze up. Exhale, hands behind the back, interlace. Lift your heart, wrap your shoulders down your back. Exhale, fold forward, you bow down and in. So sweet. Left shoulder, left knee make contact. Right hip, right thigh, rotate down toward the earth. And then you're not over-efforting in any way. You find the effort that's right for you just to simply sustain the pose and receive the benefit today. On an inhale, warrior 1, reach your arms up, take a full breath. Warrior 2, as you exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Right arm lifted about the same height as the left, so your body is a reflection of the evenness of your breath. Reverse your warrior inhale, give it some good momentum, let it feel sweet. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step back to plank, and lower slow or skip it and meet us in down dog. Inhale as your heart elevates. Exhale, down dog, press your way back. Inhale, press your chest back. Gaze forward, bend your knees, step or float. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold and bow in. Inhale, reach your arms up toward the sky. Exhale, both hands at your heart. Another opportunity just to be here, to be still. There might be sweat pouring in your face. There might be something about your hair, your clothes that you want to fix. Transcend that habit. Find steadiness on the inside. You're ready to be with whatever is here today. On an inhale, blink your eyes open. Bend your knees, drop your hips, shift your weight back, chair pose. As you shift your weight into your right foot, float your left knee towards your chest. Stack your left ankle above your right knee and flex that foot strong. You can stay right here or lay the chest upon the thighs, reach the arms ahead. You could stay here or plant the hands down onto the floor the distance of the shoulders. Hook the left foot over that right arm and hold on to it for dear life. Then shift your weight forward, contract your low abdominals, right heel might lift, right leg might reach back. You find your perfect place in the pose, which might be rest. If the right leg's back, rebend the right knee, plant the right foot flat. Inhale, arms to the sky, pause there, floating pigeon, press to stand, kick your left leg out, flex your toes at your face again. Goodbye breath, left foot meets the right, exhale, rebend the knees, shift the weight back. One inhale, chair pose, hands to the heart as you exhale, left elbow outside the right knee, second side you take a twist. Our spines love to twist in one direction over the other, so this side might be more accessible or less, and you're just here with balance. Take a full breath in, maybe spread the arms out wide or stay as is. If the right arm reaches to the sky, you can stay there or plant the hands down toward the earth, left elbow, outer right knee, stay connected like magnets. Shift the weight forward, maybe the feet float, and you could do it with a smile on your face. Take one last breath in, toes come down, inhale, chair pose, through the center line we meet. Exhale, fold forward, dive down and in. Inhale, lengthen your spine, your back. Exhale, hands down, step or float back. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog, shift your way back. Pause in down dog, you're warm, your shoulders are warm. Take one more breath in. Look forward between your hands. Lower your elbows to the mat. Dolphin pose as you pause there. Then as you look ahead, catch and interlace your fingers. Squeeze your inner hands to connect. Press your chest back, your tail high, and then I have good news. There's a plant-based protein shake just beyond your knuckles. You're gonna take a sip. On an inhale, look forward, dip your lips beyond your knuckles, take a little dip. Exhale, chest back, tail high, 2 more like that. Inhale, look forward, lips beyond your knuckles. Exhale, dolphin pose, chest back. Last time. Inhale, lips beyond your knuckles. Guys, those are great. Exhale, press your chest back. Keep what you have. Release your palms flat to the mat. Middle finger points forward. Elbow points straight back. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you walk your toes in a little bit. On an inhale, right leg might float to the sky. You might take a little hop off of your left toes toward what we call forearm balance. Different than a headstand, you gaze between your forearms, your shoulders draw down your back. If your right leg's lifted, set your right toes down, lift your left leg to the sky. If you come out of it, maybe you come back in, or child's pose is your place. Take one last deep breath in, both toes down to the mat, knees down, hips back, child's pose as you fold in half. Forehead to the earth, you find your place, and what you know for sure is that you have found this incredible strength inside of you, that you faced a challenge in a kind and loving way, and that there is no greater practice than that. Run your arms down by your sides, turn your palms to the sky. Let your shoulders roll forward, let that sweat flow off your body. Give yourself this moment to really sense the impact, not just of this practice, but the whole entire journey that you've been on. On an inhale, reach your arms forward. Rise to all fours. Crawl your knees forward. Cross your ankles behind you and roll onto your back. Hug and squeeze your knees into your chest. Feel where you're making contact with the mat and draw in from that place a sense of groundedness and a sense of connection. Spread your arms out wide away from your body. Cross your right thigh over your left thigh. And as your right and left thigh cross over each other, just kick your feet away from your body. Then reach your hands forward and maybe catch the under edges of your feet. Or maybe you hold your shins or your under edges of your calves today if that's best. Then let your head fall back. Let your eyes become heavy. And let your breath move into the very pit of your belly. And in this moment, there's nothing left to effort toward. There's nothing left for you to do except be here now. What's in the past is behind us. We have an opportunity to move ahead with that sweet affirmation. I'm strong, I'm capable, I'm good enough. Spread your arms out wide. Exhale, drop both knees over to the left side. Shift the hips to the right. Gaze can stay up toward the ceiling or drop it to the right side if that feels nice. Inhale back to center. Exhale, uncross your right leg. Cross your left thigh over your right thigh. Kick your feet away from your body. Reach the hands forward. Take the under edges of the feet. As you continue to lift the feet away from you, let the back of your head rest. And this is the time in our practice where the mind so often wanders. Easy to start planning the day, easy to start checking things off of lists. And you have the opportunity to practice the kind of yoga that no one else can see. Are you still here? Are you in this moment? And it's okay if you're not. Find your breath again. You always have permission to come back. Spread your arms out wide away from your body. Drop both knees to the right. Shift your hips over to the left. And one final opportunity to wring anything out that you do not need to take with you off of this mat and into your day. This body is different every day. Our experience changes day to day, and that's why having a daily practice is so important. We learn to ride those changes with acceptance and balance. Inhale, come back to center, uncross the legs, reach down, hug and squeeze your knees into your chest. Bring your forehead up to meet your knees. Take one last deep breath in. Shavasana, exhale, let it all go. Feet fall away, arms by the sides as you lay the body to rest. This would be the perfect day to take an extended rest. If you're with us at home, stay here for as long as you can. We never said it was going to be easy. We just said that it was going to be worth it. So know that every insight, every challenge you faced, every time you gave yourself permission to take a break, gave you that light-hearted sense that inversions and arm balances bring to carry you out and into your day. Be consistent, be inspired, and we'll see you next time.